The Whiteboard with Jihad Muhammad.
Can you explain to us about heartworm prevention?
Okay, so when we talk about heartworm prevention, and you look at some of the states in the United States that have mosquitoes, heartworms come from mosquito bites. Okay, so a mosquito that is infected can bite a dog. That bite goes into, is injected into the bloodstream of the dog. It takes 6 months. That heartworm is actually in the bloodstream. In about 6 months, it goes from the bloodstream to the heart, and that's what causes heartworms. Now, what we typically try to recommend that people do is that they start their puppy on a heartworm pill, and you can start your puppy on a heartworm pill as early now as 8 weeks old. Okay, that heartworm pill has ivermectin in it, and it will prevent your dog from getting heartworms. We say that you should do that. Take that pill once a month for the first 6 months. After the dog takes that pill for 6 months, you can go to what is called the ProHeart 6 shot or the ProHeart 12 shot, which is a 6 month and a 12 month treatment that is used to prevent heartworms. If the dog have heartworms, what I would typically recommend is that you make sure that when you go and you get your dog checked, you got to get details of the heartworm positive test, because there are 2 tests that can be used. There's a test, an antigen test. That test checks for babies, okay? It checks for the babies that are in the bloodstream. The one where you look under the microscope, when you take the blood and you drop the blood and you look under the microscope, that is the test that's actually tests for adults. You can have adults and not have babies. You can have babies and not have adults. Depending on what you have, how much of it you have, it depends on what treatment you should use. So there's a lot of different treatment options that you have to treat heartworms. So you need to know, is it heavy positive? Is it light positive? Are we dealing with adults? Are we dealing with babies? And the National Heartworm Association has made some recommendations that are not necessarily approved by the FDA, but they have been effective in treating heartworms. We're going to talk about that on our next clip.